whatever industry you're in, whether it's junk removal or medical, I don't give a shit.
Gold jacket, green jacket, who gives a shit?
Seek outside perspectives. There's a lot of conferences that are industry specific or even roundtables or CEO groups where you can sit down with other people. Hell, if you're watching this content and you're in the junk removal space, this is a great place to talk about the industry and best practices. Very tactical and even some strategic. Here's my challenge to you. Go find other individuals, whether it's in CEO roundtables, content, networking groups, whatever it is, that have a different perspective. Sometimes it's just one delta away from you, like when I go to the e-waste scrap conference. It's not what I do, but I learn a lot, and then it allows me to be a better recycler. So it's not exactly my industry of junk removal, but it's one step removed within the hierarchy or within the waste stream, right? However you look at it. Also, go find people that have completely different perspectives. Today I had lunch with a gentleman who owns 14 ear, nose, and throat clinics in the Midwest. The conversation I had nothing to do with tactical. I was not talking about junk removal and recycling. He was not talking about nasal sinuplasty and septums, right? But we were talking about life and business and personal brand and being a father and travel. And in doing so, we also saw a commonality. We both have presidents for our companies. We both want to step out of the day-to-day operations and do more work within the community. We both want to build a personal brand outside of the company logo. So it has nothing to do with junk removal and everything to do with life and business. Get out there, find people that are uncomfortable to you, right? That will challenge you to see the world differently. The only way you're going to do that is by getting out of your industry. So take an hour a month, 1 hour a month to start with, and start working on how do I become a better business leader by seeking outside perspectives. When it comes to taking care of the customer, it doesn't really matter what you want to do. It doesn't matter what I want to do. Ultimately, what matters is what do your customers say about you? When they're upset, what do they say? When they're happy, what do they say? That's what matters the most. If I look at our over 550 reviews we have on Google with a 5-star rating, the number one word that we see is responsiveness. Over 350 people use some word around responsiveness, right? We communicate effectively. We arrive when we say we're going to arrive. We let them know what's going on throughout the whole process. That's the number one thing that our customers say about us. Additionally, they said that we treat them and their items with respect, that we're kind people. That's what matters. When looking from a marketing perspective, people hire us because we're veteran-owned, we're environmentally responsible, and we're local. That is 95% of the reasons why they hire us, because we've surveyed our customers. But when they give us and when they give us reviews, they don't mention any of that stuff. They mention our responsiveness, our respect, and how nice we were. So if you want to know how to take care of your customers, if you want to understand how to market to your customers, if you want to know how to train your employees to give your customers the best experience, you got to ask them. So survey them. Right? There's three main indicators. First off, ask them, how did you hear about us? Because that matters. If you don't have a lot of referrals, that's a really good indicator to showing that you're not asking for referrals or giving, top-notch 5-star service. So first, ask. When a customer calls, how did you hear about us? That's point number one. Number two, ask for a review. We ask for reviews as soon as we're done with the job. We have a link comes right on the receipt. We also have a QR code that takes them right to our Google page, Google My Business page, to give us a review. Third thing, if they gave you a review, we ask for surveys. We have a 7-question survey. Hey, why'd you hire us? What was your experience? What would you do different? Right? What did you learn? And then from that, I read it. I've read all 550 plus reviews that we have on our Google page, almost 100 reviews on Facebook right now, and we've had hundreds of surveys filled out. I've read them all so that I can create the best customer service for our employees to understand and follow, so they can create the best customer experience for their customers, or our customers, right? So my argument or my challenge to you is ask what's important to your customers and then follow through. Always improve your fighting position. Now, in the military, we talk about the foxhole, right? You can always do maintenance on your foxhole. You can dig it deeper. You can fortify the walls. You can look at your shooting lanes. There's always things you can do. There's this idea in business that, well, it's slow, it's dead, there's nothing we can do, we're waiting for the phone to ring. It's all bullshit. You can always improve your fighting position. Here in the winter, for example, it's January, February, it's cold, it's nasty outside. This is the time where we move things around the warehouse. We think about all the best practices over the last year or two and say, okay, how do we improve them? How do we make our warehouse process better? And we do different things. We do different experiments. What if we move this over here and move that over there? We flip-flopped. Our inbound door is now our outbound door. We flip-flopped and moved things around throughout our entire warehouse because we're seeking continuous improvement. And part of continuous improvement is your physical layout. Look at your desk, right? Like for me, I have a shredder right here because I got sick of standing up and walking to the outside area to go shred paper. I put my shredder right next to me to make myself just that much more combat effective. Sounds stupid, but every little position helps. I have 3 monitors at my desk so I can see the whole battlefield. It's little things like that, those incremental changes. You don't flip things 180 degrees overnight, but when you can move your business 1 degree at a time, over time, you're gonna have a new perspective on how to run things. It's no different when you first start off. You figure it out and you make it work. Eventually, it works. Well, look at your processes. Look at your building or your warehouse or your garage or your backyard or your office. What incremental changes can you make today when the phone ain't ringing that's gonna make you successful when it starts ringing? Go out there, make the change. And here's my challenge to you. Make the change, comment below what change you made, and read the comments from everybody else. Because if we pool our ideas together and we all look at what are other people doing, we're gonna hear and see different perspectives that'll challenge us to make changes within ourselves and within our business. Collectively, we're stronger than we are individually.